Okay, everybody, this is Ellis Hubbard, and I'm coming to you from the office. And I wanted to share with you a new acronym you can use on your journey to defeat the things that hold you back, to go from fear to focus. And specifically, what this series is about is how to end procrastination. I am a victim of that and have been for many, many years, many, many moons. I've tried different things, read different books, talked to different people, all kinds of different gurus, and just didn't find anything to really motivate me on a consistent basis to get me to what I'm going to say is act in focus. And that word act, I want you to write this down. It's an acronym that we're going to use today. The A stands for attention, C stands for commitment, and T stands for transparency. So today, in this short little video, I'm going to give you 5 minutes of how to take your attention, give it some commitment, and then be transparent about what you're doing. And that doesn't necessarily mean be transparent to other folk or other people. You can, but you don't have to. This is about being transparent to you. So how are we going to do this? Procrastination, what is it? So procrastination, and I can give you a dictionary definition, but we want to stay away from that right now. I want to be free flowing with you in this video series. Procrastination is when you don't do what you know you need to do in the moment that you know you need to do it. Now, some of you may have heard that way of explaining the definition of procrastination. You may have heard that in the definition of integrity. Now, I would say that integrity and procrastination are on opposite ends of the same spectrum. So what is integrity? Integrity is doing what you know you need to do in the moment you know you need to do it, even though the enthusiasm and emotion that you originally had created when you thought of this idea has long gone. So that's a long definition for integrity, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So procrastination is not doing what you know you need to do when you're in the situation that you know you need to do it. Now, how does that show up in your life? So I'll give you an example. So you say you want to start a new business, and you say, okay, well, I want to sell stuff online. How do I do that? Well, you can go and do all the research, and you can get all the steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. You can get all this stuff taken care of. And then in the moment you need to go ahead and say, okay, well, it says I need to create a website so that people will have somewhere to go to get my product. And the website could be no charge. You still don't do it. You don't press that button. That's procrastination. Okay? Now, we all know when we come up with great ideas or we have new things that we want to do with our lives, there's a lot of emotion behind it. It's fun. You feel very empowered and you feel like you're going to be very impactful to people. You may even think that this will be the greatest thing since sliced bread. So there's a lot of emotion behind it. Where we fail at is that we weren't taught how to overcome procrastination. As adults, we were taught that once you get the degree and you get into the job or you get into that lifestyle, then basically other people are telling you what to do every day. So all I got to do is show up to work. You're going to tell me what to do. You're going to give me a task. I'll do it and keep doing and doing and do it until it's done. And then what? You'll tell me what to do the next day. I never have to worry about procrastination because I have fear behind what will happen if I don't do what I've been told to do on my job. Okay? Folks who have overcome procrastination have used a whole bunch of different things. Number one is internal motivation. And we'll get to that in a few minutes when we go through the acronym. But that internal motivation allows them to push forward through those times when that original emotion or that fear of acting in your own best interest is gone. Okay? So I love to use analogies about starting your business because it's real easy. Because most of us have worked on a job or have had a job, and you know what I'm talking about when I say that you're on that job and they tell you what to do and you just do it. Like, I know I'm gonna get my paycheck at the end of this week or the end of next week or once a month, whatever. All I know is as long as I keep doing what they tell me to do, then I'm gonna keep getting paid. Got it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it does lull that sense of discovery, that sense of achievement, and sometimes that sense of competitiveness, which will help push you through those moments and get you to the place that you need and truly want to go. So the acronym A.C.T. Let's all come up in our own mind with a goal that you really want to accomplish and something, let's say, you can get done in the next 2 weeks. Okay? It could be a big goal, it can be a small goal, but just think of something right now. Let's say, for instance, you want to buy a new car. Okay, it could be a gift for you. It could be, what you need for your job or your business. But let's just say you want to buy a new car, but you need to get it done in the next 2 weeks. Okay, we can go over the steps to buy a new car, right? But most of us know you got to at least know what kind of car you want. Can you afford it? Do you have the money in the bank, or do you need to get a loan? Typically most of us, will wait until we get to the car dealership to run our credit. But most of the time you need to know what your credit is if you do need to get that loan, so it could determine, how much money you have to spend every single month on that car or that truck. And then the final thing is, you're going to need to go to that dealership to actually pick out the truck or the car, sign the documents, give them the money, and then drive away, right? So we know what the steps are. So let's say what happens when we're typically making a big decision like this, and we got a short time span. I love short time spans because I'm a procrastinator. I need really, really short time spans to get stuff done. I digress. The short time span will introduce most of us into a state of temporary fear, temporary paralysis of analysis. We know what the steps are. They're easy. We've done it before probably, or we've seen other people do it. But because that short time span is in there, or maybe it's too long of a time span, but that short time span is in there, it's pushing us back from doing what we know we need to do. So what are we going to do about it? Well, the first thing is we're going to pay attention. What are we paying attention to? We're paying attention to our own emotion. Okay? That means you got to stop for a second. Move away from the people giving you advice. Move away from the people telling you what you should or shouldn't do. But just pay attention to your own emotion. What's going on with you right now? Why is that fear right there? Why is it keeping you from doing what you know you need to do? The steps are there. What's really going on? Are you projecting that fear into the future? And why? Okay? Once you've disseminated that, it shouldn't take too long, because most of us know exactly what the fear is when we're going through these situations and have to make a decision. Then go to the next letter in our acronym, C, commitment. Okay, what is your commitment? Commitment means that I commit to doing or acting on this plan, these steps, even though I understand that there's a fear there that's pushing me away. Okay? That attention allowed me to focus on what that fear is, but I'm making a personal commitment to me to do it anyway, to act as if, as some people have said, to act as if it's going to happen anyway, to commit to following through with the next step in the plan. Okay? You got to get so much power from that. When you decide that you're going to act no matter what the fear is, you'll be great. Now, last letter in our acronym is T, transparency. Okay? What is being transparent? That's being open and honest with yourself about what's going on. We've identified the fear. We made a commitment to do it no matter what. And now we're going to analyze and be transparent with ourselves what's going on. Okay, for instance, in our car analogy, we know what the steps are, okay, but we have a fear because we don't know if we really can afford it, or if we should, or if there's another big purchase out there. But we agree we're going to follow the steps anyway to get us to that dealership to see if it makes sense for us. And so the transparent part is when you get to that dealership, you say, you know what? Yeah, I got a little fear. I did it anyway. But, that's me. That's what I do. I handle my fears. That's being transparent with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Okay? All of us are, someone told me recently, you're grown. You got to be truthful to yourself first. So I hope that this helps. It's a short little quick intro video to my new video series. We're going to deal with procrastination and all of its ill effects and the fear that comes with it, maybe comes before it. We're going to do that over these next few weeks and see what we can do to help you move forward with your goals in 2018. This is Ellis Hubbard, and I'm going to sign out now. Go act. Pay attention, be committed, and be transparent with yourself about your goals. And we'll see you next time. All right, peace.